we started tonight, I think, is one of the hardest eliminations that you've had so far, and obviously it's just going to get harder and harder and harder. But how was tonight for you?
Listen, if I'm truthful, it wasn't as hard as it could have been.
Okay.
We literally took America's vote, we saw the votes, and the bottom two were significantly lower than the next two up. So we made it easy on ourselves, to be honest.
And tonight, I like what you said, how Jensen and Hannah are the poster children of the show. So what to you is really, what do they stand out? How do they stand out being the definition of the show, would you say?
Well, the entire show was about changing styles. And so you're a dancer, or you say you're a dancer, you've got to do this, you've got to do this, you've got to do... That's the whole concept of So You Think You Can Dance. Everything that is thrown at those two young ladies, they just do it brilliantly.
Yeah.
So that's why I think they're poster kids, yeah.
And for the two going home tonight, Nigel, what kind of advice do you have for them? And we've got Travis Hall, we've got Twitch, who are such icons on the show right now. They didn't win, but here you have two going home that can this is just the start of their career.
Well, they're not going home for too long because the tour's starting.
True.
But, you know, like I try to say to them in a positive way, nobody voted them off.
Happens. America's just got to vote. Tell America to vote so they don't come being angry with us when their favorites go home. You know?
They're always going to be angry. That's the whole. If you support, you know, when my football team loses, I'm angry. So that's the whole point of being invested in this show, and I know our viewers are invested in it, and of course they're going to be upset. Probably very upset at me saying I wanted more dancing for Darius, but I did tonight.
Yes, but you know what? I love that. We love, as the audience members, hearing the truth from you as judges, and sometimes it's going to be harsh, sometimes it's going to be amazing. So that is something that we as audience members want to hear as well, because that's your expertise, is judging.
Well, and then it's up to other people to make if they want to agree with me or disagree with me. That's fine. Don't shout me down.
Yeah.
But you know, that's just rude in my. But yeah, you can agree or disagree. If we all agreed on everything in the world, it would be a very boring place.
We should just go to sleep right now. Thank you very much, America. Good night. Thank you, Nigel. Lovely to see you. See you next week. Thank you.
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Oh, I like that.
Thanks.
Are you mocking me? Yeah.
No, I'm an actress. It's what I do.
Good. And speaking of that, tell me, how's your film doing?
My film is good, I think. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I'm so proud of it. Like, I love the movie so much. I think that it's, like, amazing for everyone. Like, it doesn't matter if you're my age, if you're a teenager, if you're a kid, if you're a grandparent. Like, it's great for everyone.
Everybody.
Yeah, exactly.
Go watch it and vote on So You Think You Can Dance.
Yeah, both those things.
Nigel said tonight that Hannah and Jensen are the poster children of the show. Do you agree with that? And if so, why do you think they are the definition of what we want to watch and see on the show?
I do. I mean, they are such extreme talents that have worked so hard to be where they are.
Yeah.
They can convey emotion. They can do different styles. Their technique is incredible.
Yeah.
And they're just like... They're incredible.
Fire.
Yeah, they're amazing.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite couple on the show? If you have to say, Vanessa, give me one fave.
I mean, I think just because of the purity and emotion of them, Genesee and Slavic, because they're just so cute together. Yeah. It's so sweet, and just like they're a true partnership. You know, I feel like she gives so much to him, and he takes from her as well as he gives to her, to the point where I think that she might actually forget about herself a little bit. Yeah. But like, it just shows how selfless she is, and like, that's such a beautiful thing.
And it's that love story, as you said, that we are watching and just enjoying. It's so beautiful.
So sweet. It's just like, you just melt every time you see them together. It's like young love.
Killing me.
I remember those days.
Oh man, we're getting old. Oh well. Anyways, moving on. Vote America. Thank you very much. Awesome. Thank you so much. Nice to see you. And this outfit, we don't get to see enough of it on the show.
I know.
Hey?
I'm always turning it out. You only see Hero.
I know.
It's okay. It's better than nothing.
Yeah. So tonight seemed like quite a hard elimination for you judges.
Yeah, you know, it's never easy. I think the closer we get to the champion, it's all going to be tough and get tougher. And it's so odd that, you know, like for someone like Cole that was taken off the show tonight, he had a banner night. But for whatever reason, America's just not latching on to him. People aren't voting. And at some point, when do the judges have to give in, because we've been saving them, when do we have to give in and say, well, this is more about America's favorite dancer, so we're always trying to guide them into what we think was the best routines and the best dancer, but doesn't mean they're going to listen.
For
Because
sure.
you know what? It really, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. It's who your favorite is.
Yes.
So if you're upset about what you saw tonight, or if your favorite dancer, pick a new dancer and make sure you vote this time, because
Just
really, it is interesting how there will be a lot of people that will write to me and they will be really upset. And then I always, send them a note back. Well, did you vote? No, I didn't vote. Well, then to me, you just don't even have a say. Don't even get on social media and say that you hate something when you haven't even voted. Forget about it.
It blows my mind that people actually do that, though. Hey, and it happens even with politics. I mean, even with the show, it just blows my mind.
I'm glad some of them come clean, though, and say they haven't voted.
Yeah, they take ownership of that. But Mary, do you have a favorite routine from tonight? I mean, so many phenomenal pieces, but if you really had to choose one.
I love the undertow number. That was really beautiful. And, just the ropes and everything else with Magda and Darius. I just love that piece. For me, at the end of the season, that's going to be, and you know what? They've already had one of those numbers with the violin.
Oh, yeah.
So here they've got two numbers that I feel like are memorable, beautiful, and we're going to be talking about it at the end of the season in the finale. It's really interesting that Magda fell down. Here she is in all these wonderful numbers, but was not able to connect with the American public.
Vote America, it's a competition.
It's a competition, and it's up to your vote. So, if you're upset, don't contact me.
Don't contact Mary. Amazing. Thank you. Well, before we start, I must ask you, where's the yellow trench coat?
The what? The yellow trench coat? I know. Where is the yellow trench coat? Hopefully mine is in the mail.
Hey! Twitch, what a way to end the show. Those four boys together, I think that was absolute fire.
It was incredible, man. Luther Brown I got to give it up to Luther Brown, too, because not only is he just an incredible choreographer, but he's really coming to his own to be able to put something together for the machine that So You Think You Can Dance is, right? You know what I mean? Like, we've had many choreographers come and go and kind of, do their thing, and figuring out what's great for this show is a process, man. And I feel like Luther's just in this vein right now. He just knows exactly what it is. Yeah. He got the custom walks and so Luther's just like, shout out to Luther, man. And them boys, they went for it, man. They went for it. It was fantastic. Yeah.
And tonight I think was also pretty tough for you guys as judges, as it is every single week, and it's going to get harder and harder.
Totally.
So what advice again do you have for these two moving forward? Because it's a different two. They've got different talents, different kind of personalities.
Yeah.
What would you say to them?
Well, I mean, at this point in time, man, we all know that you are great and that you deserve to be here, but now it turns into a fight of the champions, meaning because everybody's tired, everybody's super exhausted, kind of on the verge of
losing their minds.
Losing their minds, you know what I mean? So it's now that the champions really start to stand up, because the workload is only going to increase, and we're only going to demand more of you as an audience. So now with the people moving forward, just stay on your mental game. Stay on your mental game is actually the most important thing for you right now. Your body will physically show up if your mind is there. If you lose your mind, it's a wrap for you. It's a wrap, Yeah.
And what I liked about you tonight, Twitch, is that you were real you're real every week, but you were real. You gave them good crit tonight. Was that challenging for you as well, to be so honest, because they're your friends as well, but you want to help them?
Yes, it was a little difficult, just because you don't want to feel like the Debbie Downer of the panel. You know what I mean? I feel like
definitely not. That's for sure.
I felt like how Nigel felt, where you're just everybody's clapping, but guess what I'm about to say to you? You know what I'm saying? So with that, but at the same time, man, I just remind myself, but when I was a contestant, I would have wanted those critiques too, and I was serious. There was times, when I did a dance that was completely outside of my style and walked up, and the judges were just like, no, Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, you're great, and it's awesome you're here, but like that wasn't it.
Yeah,
so
but that kept you pushing, and you kept you going. And look at you today.
Because if everybody's doing awesome, then what competition are we having? Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Well, amazing, Twitch. Thank you so much. And guys, just vote for your faves.
Vote for your favorites, please. And then, stay off of Twitter talking about your favorite didn't make it on. It's because of you.
Mary said the same. You guys are funny. Thanks so much, Twitch.
I'm Mary Murphy, and you've just been buzzed.
Hi, Nigel. Okay, you go. We're gonna start.
That's not true. I'm Mary Murphy, and you've just been buzzed.